Greetings, my dear Scorpio. Welcome to Tarot of the Twin Sun. I am your reader. My name is Ron, and essentially we'll be going through 3 portals for the energy of Scorpio in the mid-month of September 2020. I would invite you to clear your mind and relax. The portals are designed to be views onto different narratives that may occur in the mid-month of September 2020. Whatever happens here is essentially for you to discern and to use your highest understanding of the visions that show up, to take the forms that are there and to create your own narrative that fits. Okay, please do not force anything, and these are gifts, so please take what you will. If you would like a private reading, I am available. That's in my about section. Just check my email out there. Go ahead and get started now. The first portal is opening. Interesting. Okay, interesting. So already I'm seeing a very interesting complexity that has to do with, in the third portal, it's now open by the way, there's something about you that is becoming a student, learning and understanding some aspects here. There are 2 sides of this student. One has to do with the choice when it comes to walking the path or understanding and being able to discern in a very stable way the nature of the axis. Okay, the axis is essentially like the focal point, the intersection point, the nodal point in which things connect. Okay, there's something about the emotions here that are guiding this axis, and you're trying to stabilize these and balance out your various options. You're working hard on doing this balancing act. Okay. On the other hand, there's a student that is becoming privy to things that have been buried, okay, when it comes to things that have ended, okay, and essentially things that could be emotional in nature that have crystallized underground, okay. So it talks about deep alchemy, geomancy, and trying to suppress certain things and understand how these things can be unearthed and turned into diamonds, compressed rubies, what have you, over time. Okay, so both of them have to do with undercurrents. Okay, the main undercurrent here that you're essentially becoming a student of, what ties this all together, is the ability to process and to generate boundaries with others. Also, when it comes to the past, to clear and make clear partitions with the past, to ground yourself in that energy, my dear Scorpio. There are deep undercurrents here that have to do with the transformation of the mind, the left and right brain, and understanding some of the more pivotal aspects of creating territories, creating legacies upon land, and becoming feudal in that sense, and like really sort of separating from the past, especially anything that's been buried completely. This will help you to understand more of the healthy aspects that are about you, that are coming into power and becoming more stabilized and essentially moving forward into very positive outcomes, okay? Yeah, I'm seeing here double 9 into, okay, interesting. There's something about you being able to rise into a sense of power, into a sense of grace, into really coming into your own shoes and really embodying essentially what it is you want by being it, you know, by doing it, by leading by example. There's a slow process through this that has to do with essentially reparations and also good health, okay, especially when it comes to emotional health, which is good. That is the first portal for the energy of Scorpio. Roulette decks here, and we'll go ahead and shuffle up. The second portal shall open soon. Okay, second portal is open. This has to do essentially with the type of a tragical implications. Something here that has to do with instability in a situation that was very binding. Breaking free from this was easy, but also a lot of nostalgia comes from the connection about unfinished business and also some sort of departure. This departure leads to a type of fallout, something about tainted love and the conditionality of love also. Love crystallizing and becoming very cold, okay? There's a cold aspect about you negotiating your stability within a situation, especially when it comes to the past, okay? There's been a falling out or at least some sort of challenge when it comes to the key of the situation. This has been very much burdensome because there's something about you that wants to hold on, has let go, but as you let go and move on, there's something that questions the reader, something that questions the viewer of the situation. The 10 and the 9 of rods are strong here. There seems to be a type of burden that weighs heavy on the heart. Also, an understanding as you move into this feeling of cold water, tainted love. Something about the moving away has to do with essentially you letting go of anything that has to do with fitting in the right place, okay? Um, this is somewhat of a challenge for you, but also you're doing it so that you preserve a sense of grace, a sense of self. There's something about the language that was being spoken to you in the past that is no longer fitting you. It could be a love language or a language between friends, a language that has to do with stability. There's something about you grounding also, but also because of this, it feels like you're falling. As this occurs, there's like a secret knowledge that comes to you through very suppressed memories, and these memories come up as perhaps gifts that will help you to understand in a more compassionate way the connection to things that have been a challenge in the past. A secret knowledge will appear, and this will potentially lead to a type of committed responsibility towards things from the past. And as this occurs, purification will occur as well. There's something about your love that is changing and becoming um, more rooted in some of the more potential aspects. Okay, more of the unconditionality of love itself. Okay, which is very beautiful. The advice is to walk the path because they tend to lead to the same place anyways, essentially. The feeling that you have to purge, and essentially that sometimes this requires the slowing down of things. And as this occurs, your emotions become processed properly, and then new paradigms, a new shift will emerge, a new vision of purity will emerge. Okay, very deep. I wish you well with that one. Excuse me. This is a bridge, by the way. This last portal is a bridge. Essentially, it's a view of a bridge that can be walked or burned. You don't have to walk it. You don't have to burn it. It's just there. These are challenges and stepping stones from one place to another. We'll see. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So there's an escapist element that you're moving away from. Something about its mystery. Something about the emotional connection here was needing to move away. There are double eights here, 8 of Swords in reverse, breaking out, breaking away from some sort of prison of the mind here. Also, the 8 of Cups here, taking a new path, letting the waters flow as they will into some sort of influence of the moon. It's very mysterious, okay? Now, This movement that you're going on has to do with a type of escapism, yes, but this, as you know, this always relates back. It always comes back. So there's something about this bridge that cannot be burned, because if you do, there will be you falling into the morass, the great crevice of the great crater of your emotional emptiness, okay? Which is another way of saying that if you burn this bridge, it's going to be difficult to come back to this and to understand some of the more emotional ties you have to someone, but there's a need to move away in order to find justice, okay? Challenges are also here. Um, Suppressed emotions will eventually hit you as you walk into this path, okay? Also, a negotiation between stability and manifestation, the heart and the body here. Jesus. Okay, so I'm just gonna take these ones here, and this undercurrent. Okay, so yeah, this has to do with deep love, some sort of emotional undercurrent that has become way too taxing for you. You're trying to move away from this in order to find some sort of clarity, some sort of vision, and also to also move forward in a practical but steady a steady way into your heart's desires. Okay, these desires are strong and they will help you to understand. But as you walk the bridge, there's something about a choice that needs to be made about if you're going to burn it or not. Also, different options when it comes to things that you are bringing into this reality. The undercurrent essentially is negotiating who you really connect with, trying to understand more of the platform of what is, you know, expected of certain things. There's something about you that is really checking out your options, but as you do this, nostalgia hits you, okay? And then you may relapse back into this energy here. The 7, 6, 7, and the 10 of cups are here. What is hidden is 8 and 9 of cups, okay? The 9 of cups, 8 of cups shows up here. There's also something about you negotiating a healthy sort of departure, but as you move away from these emotions that you have invested in already quite deeply, there is a need to repair these through emotional undercurrents. Okay, so these emotional memories will come and influence you in a subconscious way. As you do this, you might want to try to burn the bridge. The choice is yours, but on the other side, if you decide to completely walk the bridge, there's a sense of justice and fair play coming about. Also, some sort of purgation through the energy of purification here with the Queen of Swords. The higher realm is here. The other, as well as the great mystery, the occult, through the number 8 and the infinity. There also is something about truth emerging from this and justice emerging from it as well. A great cycle ending, okay? A new perspective change. The world is here. Very good. Very, 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 very good reading. So, as it might seem like emotional escapism or you trying to break free from some sort of psychological thing, it probably is. You're going to get into a dreamlike state and essentially find a bit more of these repressed emotions or a soul tie that is very deep, but not yet understood. It could be also that you're meeting someone who has a Libraic energy, who will help you become more stable or healthy in some sort of way within situations around you, especially within the world. Also, there's a type of purgation and pushing the button in order to get rid of a lot of shit in your life, which is good. Very intense, and I do not expect anything less from the beautiful Scorpio, the most complex and individual of the zodiac, I would say. Um, Wishing you well, and all that butter aside, please take care now, and I shall hopefully see you in the Great Mirror reading that is next month. Also, I am available for private readings. Just send me an email if you would like. My about section. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Take care.